Chapter 2, The Golden Circle. If the investigators have mapped the Golden Circle, skip to Intro 2. You have strange dreams that night. An enormous man slouches in an ashen wooden chair that is barely able to contain him. His profile is a silhouette chiseled out of stone, his expression inscrutable in the shadow. Slowly he pulls his sword out of its scabbard a few inches and returns it. He repeats this, each time arching one giant eyebrow. A pulsing drumbeat gets louder and louder. You seek meaning in this absurd dance and find none. You're transfixed by the rhythm. He turns sharply and looks you in the eye, and you see his hideous, deformed face. You awaken on the couch in the Culture House. Professor Day Morris outlines the plan for your excursion to the Golden Circle. If the disciples are using Icelandic magical staves to communicate, then we need to decipher them quickly. Take my camera and capture any carved runes you see. The Golden Circle is beautiful, but save your exposures for the important stuff. Let's hop to it. Daylight's wearing thin. I'm parked outside. Proceed to set up. Hey everybody, it's Pax. Continuing along with the Crown of Egil campaign by analyzechris, or the Mad Juggler. I've already done a bunch of setup again to try and save a bit of time because I want to read everything and it'll take a long time to do everything if I don't. I'll just go check my upgrades really quickly. Here's my Mandy deck. I wasn't going to shrewd analysis my grimoires, but I didn't get 8 XP, otherwise I would have just hard paid for the Insight Event one. But instead I got one of each when I randomized it. And I picked up a Blasphemous Covenant and a 3 Aces. I'm not sure about the 3 Aces. That might not be a great idea, but we'll see. And then for Agnes, we picked up a Relic Hunter so I can have the Mirror and the Heirloom in play at once. Paradoxical Covenant, because we were loading the bag up with a ton of blesses. The Gaze of Orach, probably. This is kind of the first step into this curse deck idea. And then we used our, Arcane Research for Word of Protection. So that's where this lands. It's certainly not affording this offer you cannot refuse any better than it was, because now I'm playing another 2 or 3 cost thing every game. But I'll probably find some way to get some more money in here. And I did drop in an Initiate and a Storm of Spirits. I figure if I upgrade Storm of Spirits, I'm only going to want the one. That's just kind of what I was thinking. And eventually I can make this Armageddon to level 4, but for now, I'm happy with this. So let's get into it. This is my mulligans. They weren't great, but they're good enough, kind of. I got the Elder Guardian Grimoire, the encounter canceling one for Mandy, and she did get her Cult Lexicon and a Tempt Fate, so she kind of can get the ball rolling. Let's make sure that this is empty. Search. Let's make sure that we added all the tokens in from the last one, which is a cultist, a tablet, and an elder thing. So 1, 2, 3. Yep, we're good. Okay. So, Agenda 1A, Burning Daylight. At this oh wait, hold on. Haha. The Brownie 2. This is our camera. I knew there was something in the setup that I had left for the side. There we go. Nice picture there. Exhaust Brownie 2 uses 6 exposures. Exhausted. If you are at a runic location with no clues on it, remove 1 exposure from Brownie 2 and place it on your location. Limit once per location. So once the clues are cleared off these locations, we can take pictures of them. Let's double check. Yeah, that's the rest of it. Okay. So that's good. So we can begin with the agenda now. Burning Daylight. At this latitude, Iceland sees only 6 hours of daylight in winter, so you don't have a lot of time. With your Brownie 2 automatic camera, you set out to photograph the sites marked on your map. All locations enter play night, side face down. Action if all undefeated investigators are at the same Golden Circle location, resign. It's too dangerous out here, let's get back to town. Act 1A, Circling the Truth. The Golden Circle, a route connecting many historical and geological landmarks in Iceland, turns out to be an important circuit for the disciples of Egil as well. You should investigate each cultist site. And as a reaction at the end of the round, if all investigators are at the same Golden Circle location, they may move to another connecting Golden Circle location. For our Chaos tokens, we've got -1, -3 at night locations, and each of these are -X with a maximum -3, cards in hand for cultist, damage for tablet, horror on you for elder thing. So that's going to be a lot of -3s in the bag once the scenario progresses and once it becomes nighttime, because presumably there's 2 cards here. What do we figure happens when there's not only 6 hours of daylight? So we'll take a look at where we're at. We start at Borgarnes. A 1 shroud, 1 clue per investigator location. Action, parlay. Ask the locals about Egil. Limit once per investigator. Choose one of the following if the chaos bag contains at least 1 tablet. Search the top 9 cards of your deck for a weapon asset. Add it to your hand. Shuffle. Elder token. Search the top 9 cards of your deck for a spell asset. Add it to your hand. And cultist. Search the top 9 cards of your deck for an item asset and add it to your hand. Shuffle. So that's pretty useful. And we'll just do a quick once around for all the locations. The Long Glacier, Longjokul, I guess. These are all, I believe they're all Golden Circle and Runic, except for here, this is just Golden Circle, yep. Victory 2, 3-2. Action, attempt to break the weak part of the ice below the rune-engraved boulder. Test 4 combat. If you fail, take 1 damage. If you succeed, put the icy cavern into play and move to it. The glacier is expansive, and the vast fields of snow are so thick that they consume every decibel of sound. Gullfoss, the Golden Falls. Let's get a nice look at this artwork. That's pretty good. 2 shroud, 2 per investigator. Action, descend the slippery rune-covered boulder to the platform below. Test for agility. If you fail, discard 1 random card from your hand. If you succeed, put mossy platform into play and move to it. The waterfall only seems to grow as you approach, the roaring of the water reaching a deafening pitch. Geyser. Golden Circle, this is not a runic location. 3 shroud, 3 per investigator. Forced, after you discover 1 or more clues from this location, choose and discard 1 card from your hand. You spot a majestic geyser erupting from quite a distance. Victory 2. Oops. Carid Crater. 3, 2 per investigator. Golden Circle, Runic. Action, stare back at the eye of the water. Test 4 willpower. If you fail, take 1 horror. If you succeed, put the lava tunnel into play and move to it. The eye of the lake sees through you. Victory 1. And finally, Thingvellir, which I presume the subtitle is Thingvellir in Icelandic. 2 shroud, 3 per investigator. Action, compare the runes inscribed on the tree to those in your journal. Test 4 intellect. If you fail, place 1 of your clues on this location. If you succeed, put Parliament Lake into play and move to it. The valley is serene yet filled. It evokes in you... What? The valley is serene yet filled. It evokes in you a feeling of intense loneliness. Alright. So let's get started. I think I'm just going to do like a setup turn because of this reaction ability. At the end of the round, we can just move somewhere for free. So let's do a setup turn. I think that Agnes is going to ask the locals about Egil and search for an item. And I'm going to use Mandy's ability to search... Ooh, do I search for 2 items or do I search deeper for 1 item? I think I really need the heirloom. I really want the heirloom. And so I think I'm going to search 12 for 1 item. So let's... they're going to go over here because I'm going to type in the number 12. What have we got? The Hallowed Mirror. Yeah, so the Hallowed Mirror is what she gets for that. Effort. Shame, I would have liked the heirloom a lot. So there's 1 action down. Let's play an emergency cash for 3 resources, because we don't want to draw that offer you can't refuse and not be able to pay it. And then let's play the lexicon first, I think. They both draw me through my deck pretty effectively, but I think just in case an enemy spawns, I'd like to have a combat spell on Agnes. So that's her. Mandy, what are you going to do? I believe you're going to... Oh, right, the Faustian Bargain's over here. I should have played both and then given her money with the Faustian Bargain. That's silly on my part, but that's okay. Let's put this Blasphemous Covenant over here. If it's off to the side, there's no way I'll remember to use that. Yep. Okay. So let's play... How do I want to do this? I wonder if I should just grab these clues, because, I mean, four is a lot to advance this first one. That's like all of both of these, or like all of this and some of these. And this is going to take a while for me to clear. I think I'm just going to get the cryptic grimoire into play. So this is after you resolve curse tokens during a skill test, place those that many secrets on it, and you can spend 5 to draw a card from your deck instead of drawing an encounter card. And then I'll play the Faustian Bargain, adding 2 curses. And I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, and I'll give her 2 as well, so she can play the Hallowed Mirror and maybe play some of these without needing to take a bunch of damage, if she needs to. I'm probably going to have to play the Read the Signs for damage, though, because that's really her only investigation ability. That's all she could do for investigating, so yeah. And then I think I'm just going to draw a card. I've already used my ability, so I don't want to use this No Stone Unturned. Oh, Tempt Fate. Cool. I'm going to save those for when I want the bag to be more full up. If she gets Olive, stuff like that. So let's do Upkeep. Boom. Boom. Deduction, that's nice to see. The Gaze, that's nice to see. At the end of the round, if all investigators are at the same golden circle location, they may move to another connecting golden circle location. So we're both going to move down here, I think. This is intellect and willpower. We're going to try and get these 2 first. Okay, so 1 Doom on the agenda, and we'll begin with Mandy. Thor's Will, an omen and a pact. Wow, look at that art. Revelation, test 4 willpower. If you fail, place this card in your threat area with 1 resource on it as an omen for each point you fail by. You get +1 willpower. You cannot play events. Spend 1 resource for each omen on this to discard it. Wow. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is during the... yeah, I'm just going to go for it now. During the window here, I'm going to play this to add 1, 2, 3 curse tokens and 1, 2, 3 bless tokens. And then draw a card. Okay. And I'm just going to do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3 curse tokens, 1, 2, 3 bless tokens, and draw a card. It's the Storm. Okay. So she's just going to test this 3 against 4. She's got a decent amount of money that she can kind of junk this if she needs to. 0. So she fails by 1. And now this is in her threat area. She gets +1 willpower, but she can't play events, and she has to spend 1 to discard it. So that's not too bad. Over here on Agnes, she's going to get... Ooh, Grasping Hands. For each point you fail by, take 1 damage. Well, I think I'm just going to test that and deny it if it's nasty enough. Ooh, a Curse token, a Bless token, and we're just going to automatically succeed at that with the Paradoxical Covenant to take no damage. Wasn't that beautiful? You love to see it. You love to see it. Ooh, cool. Oh man, that is so wicked. I love that already. I'm so glad I'm playing this. Alright. Let's go over here. It's only 2 Shroud location. So Mandy can... Well, first, Mandy's just going to pay a resource to get rid of this, because she doesn't need willpower to do what she wants to do. She's going to investigate committing a deduction and a Eureka. which is going to be 5, 6, 7 against 2. Do we go 8, 9? Yeah, I think I go 8, 9 against 2. 1 curse, which she is going to treat as a +1 and return to the bag when this is over, and a -4. So she gets 1 resource token on here. And then I just return that to the bag. I'll be getting 2 clues from deduction. 1, 2. 1 search from Eureka. I'm going to search the top 3 for 2 cards. Oh, no, guess not. Ravenous Ghoul on me. Those go on top and shuffle. And then draw a card from the perception. Another perception. Ah, bummer. Okay. So, can I get out from underneath this guy? I think I just kind of have to draw. I could have just like evade him a bunch of times. He doesn't have alert or anything. And what's the worst thing that happens? I fail? Yeah. I'm just going to try to evade him. That's a curse and a 0. So I fail that, but I get a token on here. And I remove a curse token. And I'll try to evade him again. A curse and an Elder Sign, +0. Search the top 3 cards of your deck for a card and either draw it or commit it to your test. So I still fail. I'll use that to put a token on, or put a secret on here. And then I'll grab a practice. How many? 1. Did I? Where's my? Where's the perception that I put in here? Am I missing things? Did that get deleted or something? 1 sec. Did I delete that perception? That's wacky. How the hell did that happen? Okay. I don't know what happened there. But anyways. And then a curse token goes on that. That was really wacky. But I'm pretty sure I still fail, right? Like, even if I took the Eureka and committed it, I still would have failed. So that's just, yeah, okay, that's just a fail. Okay, but that's fine. That's fine. So what we'll do over here on Agnes is we will play the Gaze of Orgzash, taking a damage. We will reveal 7 random chaos tokens from the bag and deal a total of 1 damage plus 1 additional damage for each of those revealed, divided as you choose among enemies at your location. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 2 damage to him. And then I'll play a Bloodright to draw 2 cards. And I will discard a Storm of Spirits and 1 resource to finish him off. Oops. And then I will play my Hallowed Mirror, last action, to draw one of those and shuffle these into the deck. That's her turn. All of the enemies are gone. Oh, what the heck is going on here? All right. It was in there? All right, whatever. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I can't answer some questions like this. So let's go ahead. We did our upkeep. A Doom up here. 2 out of 7. Test 4 Intellect. If you fail, put this into play in your threat area. You cannot take move actions. Yeah, that's fine. So I'll just test that even. A Bless token and a -2, so I pass. And remove a Bless token. Stare into the Abyss. Peril hidden. Secretly add this card to your hand. You cannot take investigate actions. Take 1 horror to stare into the Abyss. Okay. Let's go with Agnes first, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Can I take investigate actions? I'm going to take a horror to discard this because I don't want to have that for too long. I'm going to play a soothing melody to heal 1 and 1 and draw a card. Nice. And then I'm going to take a damage to play a read the signs at my location. Testing 7 against 2. Heal a damage. Sweet. 2 clues on to Agnes. And that gets shuffled into the deck. Good job, Agnes. Mandy, you are going to start going nuts, I think. You're going to investigate, and you're going to play a practice makes perfect at the start of the investigation. So she's going to look at the top 9 cards for 2 practiced cards. This will place a secret here. I will commit a deduction, and I will commit a 3 aces. I guess I could have found that to get a clue, but then I don't need the deduction, so that's fine. I'm happy with that. And that puts me at 5, 6, 7. Let's go 8, 9, just to say that I got high, because I still have how many curse? 5? Yeah, let's go 8, 9. A bless token and a skull, so it definitely succeeds. So I get 2 clues from the deduction. The 3 aces goes into my hand. The perception gets used up, and I draw a card from it. I don't know that I shuffled that, but that's okay. And that goes away. Okay, so we got that one. Probably should have saved that for this test. Place one of your clues on the location if you fail. Let's use the brownie to place a resource on here. We've taken a picture of Thingvillier. That's pretty cool. Let's I think we'll come back for that thing. What's a setup thing that I can do? Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's I mean, yeah, I should have saved the perception for this test. I wasn't thinking. Oops. I don't really want to commit any of this from Agnes. These are all like really useful. Oh, I literally can only commit these 2, and those are like way too good to commit. And I've already used up my, I guess I could try and find my other practice makes perfect, or my other 3 aces with this and just auto pass it. That might be fun. Yeah, let's do that. We'll try the investigate, or we'll try the that test. And we'll use the practice makes perfect. And I will search the top 9 cards for a practiced card. Yeah, so there's the 3 aces. Yep, that happens. So we click that, and I'll put another token on the cryptic grimoire. And then when the commit phase occurs, I'll do those. After I commit those, I draw 3. I automatically succeed, then draw 3 cards, and gain 1, 2, 3 resources, and those go to the discard. Man, I'd really love to see. Anyways, so she automatically succeeds that, so she puts the Parliament Lake into play and moves to it. So where's Parliament Lake? Right here. Something that I always mean to do before I start any scenario, and I hate to put you all through this, is to remove those and redraw it. Because, man, I just can't stand the way those look sometimes. And we'll do that. Perfect. And this is a 7-Shroud Saga Investigate. This is Parliament Lake. If successful, instead of discovering clues, remember you have found the chest in the lake, and add a cultist token to the chaos bag for the remainder of the campaign. Group limit once per game. The runes here use the same coded language as the ones you saw in Reykjavik. You infer that the lake nearby holds more secrets. Cool. Alright, that's Mandy. We'll do upkeep. Ready both of our guys, gals. 3 doom in the next encounter phase. When I would draw a top card from the encounter deck, I'm going to spend 5 secrets and draw a card instead. The classic. And over here we get Vikivaki, Peril, Revelation. If you have not already danced with the Huldafolk, you may draw 2 cards and move up to 1 location. If you do, remember you have danced with the Huldafolk. Otherwise, choose and discard 2 cards and move 1 location. That sounds like something that is gonna come bite me later, but I wonder if I just cancel it. No, I'm gonna draw 2 cards and move a location. Remember, I danced with them, and I'll save that. Dancy. So it's draw 2 cards. Oh, there's the Dark Memory. Yep. But I think that what I'm gonna do with her is I'm gonna move here. Yeah. Because what I'm going to get her to do is I'm going to get her... Oh, there's so much that I need to do this turn. What I'm going to try... Play Olive and then try and fish for an auto success on the Paradoxical is what I was thinking of doing. And then if that doesn't work, I can just play the Dark Memory. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Play Olive for 1/2. I'm going to try to investigate here. 2 against 7. And I'm going to use Olive to pull 3 tokens. 1, 2, 3. I'll choose the Curse and the -2. And a Bless. So I very, very fail. But that's alright. Oh, I should have played the Tempt Fate first. That was silly of me. And then I'll reduce the cost of this Dark Memory by 2. So I pay 2 resources. Place a Doom on the agenda. And that's Agnes. Over here, that didn't ready, with Mandy, I think that she's going to try to pass this Investigate. So she's going to 1, 2, 3, 4 play Witten. So she's at 6 now. And then she can commit one. Then she's going to play 1, 2 for No Stone Unturned on herself, searching the top 6 cards for 2 cards. Let's take another Witten. And let's take an I've Got a Plan, because I think right now Agnes is plenty set up for doing tests and stuff. And then let's commit Eureka. So I'm testing 6 against 7, 7, 8, 9, 10 against 7. Let's go... Let's go 11 against 7, and you know what? Let's play the Tempt Fate. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and a card. So 10 against 7, 11 against 7, excuse me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 against 7. A Bless, and a -4. So it succeeds. I have to remember that I've found the chest in the lake and add a cultist token to the bag. So let's take off a cultist. Let's copy a cultist and plop it in the bag. And let's return those and remove a Bless. The test was successful, so she searches the top 3 cards of her deck for a card. Let's take the Deep Knowledge. That goes away, that goes away, that goes away, and that goes away. Cool. So that was that turn. Now, this is not a Golden Circle location, so I don't get a free move, unfortunately. But we'll do an upkeep, and we'll do an upkeep over here. Scroll of Secrets will be nice. Unfortunately, I didn't hit the Dark Memory with it, but that's all right. 5 out of 7 Doom. And encounters. Eye of the World. Take 1 damage and 1 horror. Place Eye of the World in any investigator's threat area. Your maximum hand size is reduced by 3 while checking your hand size during the upkeep phase. Ugh! When a third Eye of the World enters play, remove all copies from the game and spawn the set-aside Griga, if able. She's watching you. Gross. Well, I guess she'll just put that on herself, because she's pretty She doesn't have a whole lot more to set up. And it's really nice for Agnes to be able to hold cards in hand. Vicky Vaki. If you've not already danced with the Hula Folk, you may draw 2 cards and move up to 2 locations. 1 location. If you do, remember that you have danced with the Hula Folk. Otherwise, choose and discard 2 cards and move 1 location. So she's going to not choose to discard cards from the deny existence, and she will move 1 location for free. So that's that. I'll just go first with Agnes. She's going to move over here to the Kirid, and she's probably going to try to stare back at the water. Yeah. She's going to stare at the eye in the water. Testing 5 against 4. Yeah, 5 against 4. And using Olive to draw 3 chaos tokens. +1, -1. And she succeeds, so she heads to the lava tunnel. Saga, look at the top 5 cards of the encounter deck, then choose and draw 3 of them. Remember, you have noticed the ring, and add an Elder Thing token to the Chaos bag for the remainder of the campaign. Shuffle the encounter deck. Victory 1, 4, 1 per investigator. Holy fuck. Draw 3. Oh my god. Oh, that sounds awful. Alright, let's play the Scroll of Secrets last action and use it. Bottom card of the deck. Reveal that, and I'm going to draw that, because I'm probably going to need that to beat a bunch of encounters. Holy shit. Alright, so let's move twice with Mandy. 1, 2. Let's draw this connection in. And she needs to start clearing this location, so she's going to investigate with a deduction. Her hand size is reduced a bunch. Let's Faustian Bargain or Deep Knowledge. Let's commit that as well. So she's 5, 6, 7, 8 against 3. -2. That's for 2 clues. 8 and 2. I think it's time for us to advance this. Yeah, let's advance that. Relics of the Past. It seems that there's more to these sites than the simple runic engravings. They also serve to protect relics from Egil's time. It's hard to say whether they hold religious, symbolic, or even mystical power. Regardless, the cultists have gone through great lengths to hide them. While these artifacts have no obvious use at the moment, it may be helpful to secure as many of them as possible for future study. Act 2A, Deciphering the Runes. You need as much information as you can muster, but as the sun sets, you feel the forces of Egil begin to surround you. Reaction at the end of the encounter. At the end of the round, if all investigators are at the same Golden Circle location, they may move to another connecting Golden Circle location. At the end of the round, if investigators spend the requisite number of clues as a group, or if you've successfully completed 4 saga actions, you may advance. You may want to explore all of the hidden places in the Golden Circle before you advance. Whew. Okay. Well, we're burning daylight. Got 1 round left. She can probably pick up these clues, but I don't think she can pick these ones up. Not without her read the signs back. So let's upkeep. Eternal Injury goes into play, so she doesn't have to discard. That's kind of nice. There's the read the signs. Look at me go. 1 doom. 6 out of 7. Excuse me. Stare into the abyss. Take 1 horror to discard. Stare into the abyss. Okay. Well, I guess she's not investigating this turn. She's either not discarding the Eternal Injury or she's not investigating, and I think not investigating is a lot easier for me to deal with. Over here we get the Eye of the World. Take 1 damage and 1 horror. Yuck. Place Eye of the World in any investigator's threat area. Your maximum hand size is reduced by 3 while checking your hand size during the upkeep. When a third one enters play, remove all copies from the game and spawn the set-aside if available. She's watching. Let's use the Scroll of Secrets to draw a card, because we're going to need to dump this hand. Promise of Power. Yep. Okay. So I think that she needs to. Oh, she needs clues for this. I've got a plan though, because if this Gria spawns, it could be really nasty. Um, let's. Oh, gross. I also can't really afford to play a ton of stuff over here because I need to Faustian bargain her some money. Yuck, yuck, yuck. All right, let's let's take 1 damage to play the Read the Signs. We'll be testing 7 against 4. Test 9 against 4. And we won't bother with Olive. Okay, both clues off that. Let's look at the top 5 cards of the encounter deck. Choose to draw 3 of them. I've only got 1 action left anyways. Well, I'm going to take both of those. I don't want to draw that yet, I don't think. I'll probably want it before they... Oh, that's not one of them. And let's do that one, because I can probably pass that. Okay, that's not too bad. I was worried that was going to be like a whole bunch of enemies or something. Okay, so let's draw them in some semblance of an order. This gets shuffled into the deck. I already did that. So Feast or Famine. If you've not already feasted with the Hula Folk, gain 4 resources. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you do, remember you have feasted with the Hula Folk. Sorry, I'm really childish. Feast or Famine. If you do, otherwise lose 3 resources. 1, 2, 3. So that's that one and that one. And then Thor's Will, which is test 4. I'm testing 5 against 4. We'll use Olive for this one. Ooh. So I definitely fail that. -1 and -3, I guess. So it's -4 total. So this does get 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a bummer. But she's just going to move back with Mandy. Yeah. Ooh, maybe Mandy does want to clear this. Because if she clears this, then we get to move back, and I want to head up to this one. I don't really want to be here choosing and discarding a card from my hand for do VP that many times. That sounds awful. I don't think I'm getting that VP. That sounds ridiculous. So I want to walk back around and come to the Long Glacier, I think. And I want to get these clues this turn. So we're going to take a Horror to discard the Stare into the Abyss. We're going to investigate 6 against 3 2 times. That's what you get, I guess. Okay, so we're not going to leave because I would like to get that VP if I can. That'd be nice. Hey, this is in her threat area. Can she interact with it and just pay the 4? I think so. I can't split it up because that's not what the card says, but it's fast. Spend 1 resource for each omen on this card to discard it. So I think technically you can't do that. Anyways, she does take a damage at the end of her turn, and then we will do upkeep. They will both have to discard a bit. Since she's back caught up with Agnes, we'll discard the I've Got a Plan. No, we're going to discard an Arcane Enlightenment because we don't really need that right now. Yeah. And you are going to discard the 1 Spectral Razor. And is there a... No, there is not. Okay. Alright, sorry, Promise of Power. Oh, man. Promise of Power might help me actually pass that, though. Yeah. Sorry, Promise of Power. Oh, my God. I can't do it. No, the ward's going. Sorry, ward. Very sorry, ward. Ready, ready. Empty deck. 7. Remove the brownie 2 from the... Okay. Your eyes slowly adjust to the waning light, but now you can barely make out the tiny trees on the horizon. The landscape shrinks to a hazy mass. You flip on the car's headlights, but the contrast between the blinding beams and the darkness around you further obscures your surroundings. You begin to realize you aren't well equipped for night photography. For the rest of the night, you will have to rely on procuring physical evidence from the cultist sites. You also realize... Oh, did I forget to put in the Eller thing? Ooh, I think I did. Alright, I hope I didn't take too many tests without it. That's my bad. You also realize that others may join in on your investigation who are much more comfortable in the dark. Remove the brownie 2 from the game. Flip each location to its night side. Oh man, I'm going to have to go back and see what all of these say now. Oh, and the art is all updated. No way. Oh, that looks so sick. Oh, I love it. Alright. Search the encounter deck and encounter discard pile for all copies of They'll Never Believe You and remove them from the game. Well, I never saw that. Which one's They'll Never Believe You? It's that one. It's the all-white one. Okay. And right there. And that seems to be it. Shuffle each set-aside copy of One Good Turn and each set-aside copy of Night Troll and the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. So that... Them. Oh my god, those look tough. Let's not dwell on it. One Good Turn. Okay. Burning the candle at both ends. As night falls in the countryside, you are determined to learn more about the runic sites and discover the relics of Egil, but you won't be able to rely on your camera for night photography. All locations enter play night side face up. If all undefeated investigators are at the same golden circle location, resign. It's too dark to go on. Let's regroup in town. All investigators resign. Wow, I need a lot more clues. How many more do I need? I need 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's what's going to have to happen. Oh man, that's brutal. Okay. And I need to remember to draw encounter cards. Test 4. If you fail, you must choose and discard 2 cards from your hand. Ugh. Well. Oh, right, the brownie got removed from the game. That's good. Just in time to have my other grimoire out, right? Okay, so in the thing leading up to this, I'll add 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and draw a card over here. What will we do? Oh, right, I wanted to check. That's now a test 5. And it's a 4 shroud. Test 5. That's 1 shroud. So they all went up 1 shroud. That would be test 5 intellect. Test 5 willpower. Test 8 for that saga. Look at the top 4 cards of the encounter deck, then choose and draw 3 of them. Oh, wow. So presumably because I took too long, these ones up here are going to be much harder to complete. Oof. Okay. Anyways, I'm stalling. Let's stall a little longer and look at the bottom card of this deck and draw it if we want it. Whoops, that wasn't supposed to shuffle, but we'll take that read the signs gladly. Because that means she can pick up these 2 clues if she wants to. Or these 2. Do I really commit an Arcane Enlightenment to this? I have so many -3s in the bag. I don't think there's any point. A bless. A bless. So I'm at 3, 5, 7 against 4. And a -1. 2 blesses are gone, but I passed it. And then over here, Fenrir's Rage. Test 4. If you fail, place this card in your threat area with 1 resource on it as an omen for each point you fail by. Choose and discard 1 card from your hand. For each omen on this card, discard Fenrir's Rage. You get 1. Oh my god. Oh, that's just brutal. And I can't promise a power because I just loaded up the bag with curses and she didn't draw any. Christ. Okay. Well, let's try and paradoxical this. Olive, 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. The skull on the bless. Oops. Oh no. Fuck. How do I fix that? Search. A bless token, an elder thing, and a skull, I think is what it was. And another skull. Okay. Ah, no. So I do fail by a lot. I was at 2, I got a +2, and then I get a -6. So I have to put 4 on this. Yikes. When you fight or evade, take 2 damage? Blech. That's yucky. I don't like that one bit, and I don't want to do it. But I'm going to have to. All right, so let's start with Mandy. She's going to try to get this investigate done. She is 6 against 4. I don't really want to commit any of this to it. Pick up the glue. So we've got that now. So we got 1, 2, 3 victory, and 2 of these done. So that might be 2 more victory if the pattern holds from the previous scenario. I think she's... Oh, she can't play the Faustian Bargain because we're full up on curses still. You son of a bitch. Let's discard the internal injury so she doesn't keep taking damage. Because I don't think there's much else useful she's doing with her actions. Over here, she is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to discard this one, though, I think. Because I'm pretty sure she can. Over here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 for the Heirloom of Hyperborea. I can't just keep denying. I can deny the first time that happens, but man, that is a brutal... That is brutal. Could she afford to discard all of those? No, not really. So she played the amulet, or the Heirloom of Hyperborea. Yeah. This is nasty. Let's draw a card. Armageddon's not super useful right now. Let's just draw another card. Whoops. Let's just draw another card. A blood right. Okay. Boom. Upkeep. Upkeep. She takes a horror from that to reshuffle. And she draws a sword cane, which I don't think I need with all of these attack events in hand. Oops. Oh my god. I gotta get used to not panning with the middle mouse because it shoots the cursor or shoots the camera everywhere. At the end of the round, if we're all at the same golden circle location, then we move to the connecting golden circle location. Are all these connections the same right now? I never checked that. Yeah, the connections are the same. So they're both going to move right there. And I believe they both have to discard? Yeah, so let's discard the Old Book of Lore because I don't think that's going to be relevant. Yeah, let's discard the Old Book of Lore. And over here, let's discard the Sword Cane. I think I'm going to discard the Armageddon. I don't think that's going to matter. Oh, this really should be there. Well, maybe it will. No, I can't really afford to play it. Even with the Faustian. I need to have money available to play these when I can't take damage, right? I do have that out now, though. Man. Oh, this is tricky. No, I don't really pass tests on only 5. That's the problem. And then over here, what is the last one we're going to discard? I think I'm going to discard the... Oh, do I have another gaze in the deck? Yeah, I'm going to discard a gaze because right now I've got a lot of blessed tokens. So I'm at 8 blessed tokens, 6 blessed tokens, and 10 curses. So gaze is really not getting a ton of value, I don't think. I don't think that's actually doing that much damage. Okay. So that's that, and then we'll do a Doom. 1 out of 6. I don't remember if I shuffled this. Yeah, let's shuffle that. Spawn at Gulfoss. Bleeding Fungus? Harmless. When you engage Bleeding Fungus, take 1 horror. You may not leave this location for the remainder of the round. When Bleeding Fungus exhausts, it does not ready during the next enemy phase. Interesting. Just don't poke it. Creepy art. Over here, Abandonment. Secretly add this card to your hand. If you did not, perform a skill test, take a damage, and discard a card. Okay, so... Mandy's going to move... no, Mandy's going to play... No, she can't play the Fausty Bargain because I have too many curses in the bag. Let's see. She's going to move up 1. She's going to play the Cryptic Grimoire for not enough money to play it. She's going to investigate with a Eureka. 5, 6, 7 against 2. -1, so she succeeds. She'll search the top 3 cards for 2 cards. A Eureka and a Perception. And then she'll investigate again with a Eureka and a Perception. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nope. I miscounted that anyways, but we'll do another... Actually, we'll just do it... No, I have to... I kind of should use them because I'm going to have to discard down anyways, I think. So yeah, let's just use them. Well, no, we'll just use the Eureka. So 7 again against 2. An Elder Sign. Search the top 3 cards for cards. Either commit it or draw it. We'll do that for 2 resources, and we'll commit... We'll draw the deduction. And shuffle that back in. And then the test is successful. I look at the top 3 cards. And draw Perception. Okay. That's what happened. Agnes will move up. If you do not take a test. Okay. Let's play the Blood Right to draw 2 cards. Cool. And I'll not do any of the discarding shenanigans. And then I'll play a Soothing Melody to... the Blood Right would have drawn me an extra card at the end of it. Then I'll play the Soothing Melody to heal 1 damage and 1 horror for myself and draw a card. And then the Heirloom of Hyperborea will draw me a card. And then I will choose and discard a bunch of cards from my hand to discard the Fenrir's Rage. So let's discard 1. 2. 3. 4. God, that hurts. To discard the Fenrir's Rage. Then at the end of the turn, I take a damage and discard this. Because I didn't take a test. Cool. Upkeep. Upkeep. Offer fires. I can pay it, fortunately. And then at the end of the round, we're both at the same location, so we'll move there to the Long Glacier. I don't know how we're going to beat this 5 fight. Oh, over here she had to do some discards as well. She'll discard the 1 Faustian, an Arcane Enlightenment, and the I've Got a Plan. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay. 2 out of 6 Doom. Grasping Hands. Okay, so she's 3 against 3. -3. She takes 3 damage. Ouch. That hurts. Whoops. Not what I meant to do. That button. Over here, we'll get Agnes. She will draw Ravenous Ghoul. Okay. So it's a good thing that that this happened. Okay, so we'll just do Agnes first. She'll do a Spectral Razor, putting 1 damage on the Heirloom of Hyperborea to attack the Ravenous Ghoul. She's 5, 6, 7 against 3. And we will just do that. 7 against 3, -3, that hits, and that does 3 damage because he is non-elite. This shuffles into the deck, and after the spell is played, I draw a card. I will do another one with a read the signs. 7 against 4. -3 as well. Getting 2 clues. That shuffles into the deck, and I draw a card. And then last, did I get all of my... Whoopsies. Whoa, no. Let's see, what's the card I'm looking for? All my soothing melodies. Is there one still in there? Okay, that's good. Last thing I will... I'm going to attempt to break the weak part of the ice below the rune engraved stone. I still have curses in the bag. Nope, I'm not going to do that. Can I get some of these curses out of the bag, please? What is the consequence of that? If you fail, take a damage? I think I'm just going to do it with Olive at 2 against 5 and risk a damage. I'll take the 2 curses. The first curse is a bless, and then I'll Paradoxical Covenant. 2 curses, 1 bless. And she puts the Icy Cavern into play in the night side. 7 Shroud, holy shit. 1 clue, or 2 clues. You cannot discover clues here except by investigating. Saga, take a total of 7 damage and or horror. Remember, you have forced open the frozen chest and add 1 tablet token to the chaos bag for the remainder of the game. Holy shit. Alright. So that's Agnes. 7. Oh my god! That's wild! Holy shit! Oh man, okay. Anyways, she's gonna get the Long Glacier. Oh no, she needs to save these perceptions for there. Okay. Oh, she should have used the Blasphemous Covenant to get a +1 to... Oh, whatever. Doesn't matter. But 2 of the curse tokens are out, so she can finally play that. But let's, 1, 2, 3, play the Cryptic Grimoire. And then we'll investigate here, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. I don't like that at all. A curse, which I'll make a +1. And a bless, which is a +2, and a -3, so parity, and I get to only remove the bless, and I get the 2 clues. We are at the 10, so I can, at the end of the round, if investigators spend the requisite numbers of clues as a group, you can advance. So I can always advance at the end of the round, so I'm not going to doom out now. So I'm really just VP hunting and seeing. I don't think I can get this last one. There's so much to do to get that last one. That is crazy. Oh, and she revealed a curse, so she gets 1 on each of those, and she's gonna move in with Agnes. So that's them. Upkeep. The Initiate, kinda late, but whatever. Not a big deal. 1 doom up here, 3 out of 6. If you have not already danced with the Hula Folk, you may draw 2 cards and move up to 1 location. She's going to do the dance, I think. Draw 2 cards, but she's not going to move. She doesn't need to move. And then over here with Agnes, she's going to draw Odin's Torment. Test 4. If you fail, place this card in your threat area, get +1. Take a direct horror to... Discard it, and when you investigate or move, take a direct damage. Oh my god. Test 4. Well, she's definitely failing this. Wow. She's totally failing that. Yeah, that's just going to happen, I think. +2, -3. So that just goes into her threat area. Oh, she needed to discard last turn. Let's discard... I can't play this Tempt Fate right now, so I might... Yeah, I'm going to discard the Tempt Fate, I think. Have I played both of my deductions on this shuffle yet? 1. Okay, so I still have a deduction. And this is gone as well. Okay. Excuse me. Let's start with Agnes. She's at... So I'd love to get the clues and get this saga done. So 7 damage and or horror. I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. I can do 7 on her pretty easily if Olive dies. So let's do something silly. Let's play... How do I want to do this? Maybe I try it with Mandy instead. Is there any sense in getting the clues to read the sign? No. So let's investigate with Mandy. She's going to play a Practice Makes Perfect before the investigates. Nope. She's going to play the Faustian Bargain to add 2 curses to the bag and distribute some resources. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just do that. No. We'll do 5. Like that. In the first player window, she's going to Practice Makes Perfect, and she's going to just search for 9 cards. And that burns her weakness. Which draws a thing over here, which I'll make gain 4. Otherwise lose 3. I think she's... Yeah, I guess she'll do the feast. I hope that's not a long-term consequence thing. Feast. Okay, so that stumbles away, and she gains 4 resources. Did I already do that? And then she'll play the next one, and this time she'll be searching for 2 cards. I did get a deduction, but let's just get the clue for free, I guess, right? Is there any sense in not? Yeah, let's just get the clue for free. And I think you draw this when you do the... here, just a sec. That's the last one in our hand. When you search your deck and reveal this, draw it and discover 1 clue at your location. Yeah, so I'll just draw it and discover one of the clues. And then I'll commit my 2 3 aces to this. Ooh, I might be able to get that last one if I can get the 3 aces. Then I'll commit a perception and a perception. So I'm 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 against 7. -2. -1. Cool. So those go to hand. I get that last clue. And I draw 2 cards. I'm going to search her deck for a Soothing Melody to add it to her hand. And then I'm going to scoot out into the Long Glacier. Agnes is going to play the Soothing Melody to heal 2 damage from herself, which draws a card, and then she's going to trigger the Heirloom to draw a card. And she's going to take a direct horror to discard this. One action was the Soothing Melody, and then second action, she's going to take 7 damage and or horror. Oh, you cannot discover clues here except by investigating. I've already fucked that up. Let's see. I'm going to do the following because I know that this is scummy. I'm sorry, but if I had remembered that was there, I would have committed the deduction. I would have got the 2 clues that way. I'll just keep the occult evidence and just say I fucked that up. Whatever. I'm not going to take a secret now. But that I guess that's what would have happened if I had remembered that said that. So she needs to take 7 damage and or horror. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now we have forced open the frozen chest and added a tablet to the chaos bag. And then she's going to... Oh, and she's dead. Goodbye. She's going to move to catch up with Mandy. Doesn't do any damage. I just noticed that. That is so weird. What a strange enemy. Okay, anyways. Upkeep. She does take a horror from that, and she does have to discard down. Let's read the signs away, because I probably don't need that much investigation in this run through of the deck. And let's remove the Promise of Power, because I think we're going to rely on the 3 aces to do that test. 5 over here. Yep. 4 out of 6 Doom. Can't investigate. Yeah, that's gonna sink us. I think. I think if she has to waste an action on that. Oh, right. I was gonna move here at the end of the round. And this is going to engage her, I guess. Yeah. Does it matter? I guess. No, I've already drawn this, so it's fine. And then that is a Nitro. Massive Hunter. Okay. Cannot be damaged by basic fight actions. When damage would be placed on Nitro after a tactic event, deal 2 additional damage. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's a neat mechanic. So he's a 3/5/3. So he's actually pretty tricky. So we're probably gonna do some shenanigans over here with Agnes, and that's what we're gonna start off with. She's going to... Is he elite? No. Well, let's play the gaze first. Oh, let's play the gaze first. No, let's not take a damage and pay 2. Whoops. There we go. Not take a damage and pay 2. So we reveal 7 chaos tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can deal 4 damage. So I'm going to deal 1, 2 to him. I'm going to deal 1, 2 to him, just to say that we can be getting rid of him if we want to. That goes away. And then I will Spectral Razor him, and I will spend... Oh, and when I draw a card after that resolves, I'll spend a health to do this one. So I'm at 5, 6, 7 against 3. She'll commit a single wild to it. So I'm at 8 against 3. Minus 2. Minus 2. Minus 1. 8 against 3. Minus 5 is a hit. So I hit him for 3 damage. He's toast. And then we took a damage for that, so we'll shuffle it and draw a card. Then last action, I will play a Soothing Melody, healing myself for 1 and 1, drawing a card, and then drawing a card. Offer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. Okay, so that's her. Over here, we're going to... This isn't worth VP, right? Okay, it's not worth VP. That's pretty good. So let's... Oh, I don't have a way to search right now. Okay, so let's draw a card. Let's play the Deep Knowledge, adding 2 curses to the bag, drawing 3 cards. And then let's do the test. Test 5. If you fail, if you succeed, put the Mossy Platform into play. And she has to do that, she has to first draw 3 cards and gain 1, 2, 3 resources. Oh dear. That's not good. She's almost toast now. But she does... oh no, but she doesn't move up to it, right? You may not leave this location for the remainder of the round. Oh, no. But I moved in at the end of the round. I don't know if I'm not allowed to move this round or not. So I'm going to say that she can't. Then she takes a damage at the end of her turn. And he attacks but for nothing, right? Yeah. And upkeep. You have to discard down a bunch. We have to discard down a little bit. Excuse me. Ooh, that's my only attack spell right now. That's not good. I guess I'm probably... Actually, you know what? I'm not getting this. I'm just going to advance and finish and call this scenario completed. Because I'm not getting a 7. I needed the 3 aces to do that one if I wanted to do it. So that's just not going to happen. And I don't think I have enough bless in here to really have a hope for this paradoxical to go off. So I'm just going to discard the deny, and then at the end of the round, if investigators spend the requisite number of clues as a group, you may advance. After poring over the photographs of the ruins, Professor Day Morris exclaims, "Nope. Snowfall's Yoko. You shoot her a quizzical look. Sorry, it's the glacier-capped volcano just west of here along the coast. All of the ruins refer to one geological aspect or another, and all signs point to Snowfall's Yoko. That's where the ritual will take place. Let's hope we can get there in time. R2." Again, I apologize for the pronunciations. That is, there's no way that's correct. R2. Professor Day Morris ponders your discoveries in the passenger seat. These locations serve to hide Egil's relics in plain sight under the protection of trolls and spirits of the land, she says. But they don't appear to be part of the ritual. You ask why the cultists didn't follow you out of Reykjavik. Professor Day Morris replies, "It could be a diversion, or perhaps Egil has already drawn power from these relics. Most of the ruins acted as signposts for the ritual at Snowfellsjökull, but oh my god. Oh, I'm so sorry. But one of them was more telling. It was written in fresh blood and read, 'The Crown of Egil will shine its dull brilliance atop a mountain of bone. The eternal law speaker will judge the world at the all thing.' This speaks to Egil's resurrection, and it's happening soon. In your campaign log, record that the investigators found the ritual site." In your campaign log, for each location with a resource on it, record that the investigators photographed that location. Oh, please have pronounceable, or please have a typable name. Thingvillier. And then finally, each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display. So I didn't put anything up there, but I do get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is pretty good. There's only 2 on the board that I didn't get, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now, let's see the interlude, because I think it's going to be something similar. Yeah, it is. All right. Interlude 2, Egil's Relics. Let's see which ones we got again. I shouldn't have put those all away. I got the Parliament Lake. I'm going to put them up here so we can have them right close for reference. The lava tunnel. Right? Yep. And the icy cavern. Cool. All right. If an investigator found the chest in the lake, that's right there. Okay. Read the lament. Egil knew no greater loss than the death of his son, Gunnar and Bodvar. Determined to starve and follow them into darkness, Egil sequestered himself into his room in Borg. His daughter, Thorgerd, tricked him to break his fast with a horn of milk he mistook for water. In his anguish, he chopped off part of the horn with his teeth, and resolved to honor his sons in verse. Dwindling now, my kindred, draw near to their end, even as forest saplings, felled or tempest-strown. Not gay or gladsome goes he who beareth body of kinsman on funeral bier. You gain insight into Egil's propensity for love and loss. In your campaign log, under Traces of Egil, record Gnawed Horn, and we get 1 XP. We forced open the frozen chest, so we read the gift. Arhinbjorn and Egil forged a special bond among Thingmen. One Yuletide, Arhinbjorn gave a beautiful silk gown, lavishly embroidered with golden buttons and thread, expertly tailored to fit Egil's wide, unnatural frame. Folk bear witness, with wondering praise, how to all guests good gifts he gives. For Bjorn of the Hearthstone is blessed with store, freely and fully, by Frey and Njord. You gain insight into Egil's sense of honor and his unusual physique. In your campaign log, under Traces of Egil, record Silk Gown. And an XP. And then finally, which was the other one? It was Noticed the Ring, a King's Apology. At the Battle of... Let me try that one again. At the Battle of Brunanburh, Egil and Thorolf helped turn the tide for King Athelstan. Unfortunately, the king's order to have Thorolf command his own separate force from Egil led to his untimely death, being exhausted from berserk rage the day before. Thorolf was always the light to Egil's dark, and in a moment that light was extinguished. Athelstan understood Egil's need for amends, and imparted a golden ring in honor of his brother's death, passed from sword to sword at that night's banquet. Dauntless the doughty champion dashed on, the earl's bold slayer. In stormy stress of battle, stout-hearted Thorolf fell. Green grows on soil of Vinheath, grass o'er my noble brother. But we our woe, a sorrow, worse than death-pang must bear. You gain insight into Egil's grief. In your campaign log, under Traces of Egil, record Athelstan's ring. The investigators gain 1 experience. We got 9 XP. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. And we do not read the last one because we didn't retrieve the Eerie Pole. And we'll be starting with the Fallen in the next episode. I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm really enjoying these decks. This is something I've kind of been theory crafting for a while, and I was a little worried it wasn't gonna pay off, but I think with the next 9 for Mandy and 11 for Agnes with her arcane researches, these decks are going to be really singing. So I'm excited to show off where they end up. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all next time on the Crown of Egil.